Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene Edwards. You are watching Lubed for February the 28th, 2023. And what a day it was. So before I dive into the Toronto Maple Leafs Edmonton.Oilers preview, we're going to talk about the moves that Ken Holland made today. I'm pretty sure most of you guys by now are well aware of that the Edmonton Oilers have acquired Matthias Ekholm, and we also traded Puljujarvi away. I don't know what your thoughts are on the Puljujarvi trade. I know a lot of you guys out there were quite fond of him. For me, I'm kind of on the same boat that Pat is on the Oilers Fanatic. He was mismanaged right from the get-go, and unfortunately, going back to the previous management, it just was not good. They did not do a good job with him. They did not put him in the American League to develop his game. They just kind of threw him into the rat race. His confidence was shattered, and he's been struggling ever since. And now, even a few months ago, even saying that he doesn't even know if he belongs in this league. So that's pretty bad when a guy is feeling that way. So I wish Puljujarvi all the best. It's unfortunate it didn't work out in Edmonton, but it's not his fault. It was mismanaged by Chiarelli. And there you have it. There you have it. Unfortunately, it comes to an end like that. And I know there's a lot of you guys that are very fond of him. Me personally, I was a little fond of him too. He had that crazy smile and stuff like that. So, but I do wish him the best. I wish him the best, and it's good that it finally happened. I think this should have happened a long time ago. And it's not to get rid of him by no means. I don't want to alienate the Puljujarvi fans out there. I just think, like I said, it was mismanaged right from the get-go. So anyway, we're going to dive into the trades right now of how this all broke down. So Puljujarvi goes to the Hurricanes in exchange for Patrik Pistola, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. He is in the Finnish top men's league, the La Liga, and he plays for Jukurit. He's got 15 goals, 23 assists in, I believe, 56 games, if I'm reading that correctly. Regardless, I think this is more of a cash dump trade. I don't foresee Patrik Pistola making it to the league unless he does something significant. Now, a few years ago, we had a couple of those guys from the European leagues come up. I forgot the names, and they didn't really fare up too well, so we'll see what happens. But I do believe this was more of a cash dump to get the big fish that we got shortly after that, and that was Matthias Ekholm. We give up we give up Tyson Barrie, Reed Schaefer, a 2023 first round pick, a 2024 fourth round pick. Giving up Reed Schaefer, I'm a little bit upset about because he was touted as kind of a Brad Marchand type of pesty kind of player. So I would like to have seen the Oilers stick with him a little bit and just to see if he was like that. But we are also in the now with McDavid in his prime, Draisaitl in his prime. If we're going to win a Stanley Cup, you got to make some sacrifices. So I get it. The Oilers acquire Matthias Ekholm, a 2023 sixth-round pick in the process. Now, the beauty of this one is he was just signed this year to a 4-year extension at, I believe it was $6.5 million. So we got him for long term. This is not just a rental piece. So that's the really key kicker on this, because Holland was definitely not willing to give up a first rounder for a rental. So anyway, When I get into the lines, apparently he's scheduled to be in the lineup tomorrow. Or according to Bob Stauffer's line line combos that he did. I don't know if he's going to be in the lines, but according to the line combinations, he is in the line, and I'll get to that shortly. They are taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs, who have a record of 37-15-8 for 82 points. They are second in the Atlantic, right behind the Boston Bruins. The Oilers, meanwhile, 32-21-8 for 72 points, third in the Pacific. I do think that the Oilers will get shifted back to a wild card position by the end of the night, as a few of those other teams are in action. The Toronto Maple Leafs kind of remind me of the Boston Bruins a little bit. It's just I think they have a bit better offensive prowl, but a little bit less on the defense, whereas Boston's really nicely balanced. They got good offense, good defense, good goaltending. They got a lot good going for them. So, as far as the line combinations go, you got Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with McDavid and Yamamoto on the first line. Ignore Vinny Desharnais as the left wing. We know this is an 11-7 format. So you got him with Leon Draisaitl and Zach Hyman. Warren Fogle with Ryan McLeod and Matthias Janmark. Klim Kostin with Derek Ryan and Devon Shore. Darnell Nurse is on the same line as Matthias Ekholm. I'm hoping he is in the lineup for tomorrow because it'd be nice to get our first look at him as an Oiler. Brett Kulak with Cody Ceci and Philip Broberg with Evan Bouchard. As far as the head-to-head comparison goes, both teams have a lot of good things and a lot of bad things. So as far as the Oilers go when it comes to the goals, Oilers are obviously number one in the league, averaging 3.8 goals a game. Never has been an issue. I know a lot of you guys wanted Carlson. You know what? He would be all right too. I wouldn't mind, but I think we got the better defenseman here in Matthias Ekholm, just for the fact that we got a defenseman. Okay, that's the key word. We got a defenseman. We need to keep the puck out of the net, and I think this is going to help us out a lot. And help Campbell out a lot, because honestly, we throw him to the curb way too much. Yes, some of it is on him, on his poor play, but if he has a little bit more sound defense behind him, he might be able to keep the pucks out. At least he better start now, because I think we've improved our defense. Now it's up to him to improve his goaltending prowess. So the Maple Leafs currently are on a 7-3 in the last 10, 3-game winning streak. Meanwhile, the Oilers are 3-4 in their last 10, losing the last 2. They played a great game against Boston. No problems. Crappy game against Columbus. I had problems with that one. They got Ilya Samsonov scheduled to play with a record of 22-7-2 and a 230 goals against average, 918 save percentage, and 3 shutouts. Don't think Toronto's missing Jack Campbell all that much with that kind of record. Meanwhile, Stuart Skinner has a record of 15-13-4 with a 291 goals against average and a 912 save percentage, 0 shutouts. Now that's the thing. I wonder if they're going to play Campbell just for the fact that he's playing his old team and maybe he can get up for the game a little bit more. So we'll see. So yeah, guys, this was a big day. Matthias Ekholm is now an Edmonton Oiler. If you remember a few weeks back, I did an episode where I talked about it, about a particular trade that I saw on the Oiler Nation with Tyler Yaremchuk, and I thought I'd bring it to you on my channel. And there we go. It's not quite exactly, because I do believe Puljujarvi was going to Nashville in that trade, but we got him. I'm pretty sure Tyler Yaremchuk on the Oiler, I believe it's called the Oiler Nation. I'm not exactly sure what that channel is called, but I watch it from time to time. Really good channel. There you have it. We got our D-man. It's up to the rest of the guys to now keep the puck out. It's up to our goaltenders to really start playing a little bit better as well. And let's go. Let's give it a run, man. Let's give it a run. For those of you that are watching this channel for the very first time and like the content I bring, feel free to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. For the rest of you guys, as always, stay healthy, stay happy, stay hydrated. We will see post-game tomorrow against the Maple Leafs. You guys have an amazing night.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll